Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here in the Three Pharaoh Crafting Hall because, as I said last episode, we are going to be doing a bit of leveling, but before we do that, there's two more things I need to do before we get to the proper leveling part of today. First is getting our Hobbit gift of the day, which is going to be another set of Madam Hunter's armor. That is our 9th set now. If we go to our Vault Keeper, you can see quickly we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now a 9th set of that, which makes you think, why don't I just use, like, however many sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those I need, because the cloak doesn't come with it. But at the same time, the plan is to level to 51 today, so we can get the better armor, which I think is actually better than the Madam Hunter's armor if I crit it, which is the plan. Second thing is we need to go to the mailbox and get these out of it. These are obviously 98 H and iron ingots, and these are 113 Khazad copper ingots. Now, basically, what I have done with this is that should be enough to do. Well, I say it should be enough. Basically, to do this, because these both 8 experience each, if you do 98 iterations of going through this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc., etc., 98 of those, it gets you to getting to max on this. Now, obviously we want to get to max proficiency and then max mastery, so we can get to proficiency and mastery on the next tier. Now, the next tier is Khazad Bronze, which is a bit awkward because, as you can see, I only have Khazad Copper. I'm not 100% sure if they are interchangeable. I think not. If so, I might have to go and buy some. Which actually, let's have a little look.
What can I do for
if anybody is selling Khazad Copper, Gold, nobody's selling any Khazad Bronze, which might be a case of, I think you might have to combine them together. In fact, I'm going to quickly check that and see if that's true. If so, I'll have to get that all sorted out on a prospector character for all this to happen. Okay, so I just went and sent that back because apparently to get 2 Khazad Bronze ingots, you have to use 1 Khazad Copper and 1 Khazad Tin. Khazad Tin is just, you know, you can get it from a provisioner or a supplier. For example, let's see if we can find it here quickly. When this eventually loads, let's go down to K and we should be able to find it. There you go, Khazad Tin. It's going to be quite expensive. I mean, what do we need? 113 of these. So let's see how much that would cost us. 257 silver and 64 copper. Obviously, we can't buy it here because we haven't got a prospector. We need a supreme prospector to do it. And if we're lucky, if we crit it, we can get, which is a 5% chance, but should be 25% chance with the tools I have on that character. We can get double that, so obviously 44 if we're lucky. But what we're going to do quickly is do some some processing of the Master Weaponsmith tier, doing some of these. I'm going to just do all 49. I didn't mean to talk to that guy. I'm just going to do all 49 because I have a ton of this and I'm not going to use it anywhere else. So I'll make all this into the shavings and then I'll just make them all back into ingots, and hopefully that should in theory be 98 anyway, because 49 then you should do the 49 back. That should be enough to get to the correct tier. So hopefully everything goes to plan there. So I'm going to go quickly do that. And then I'll get all the materials ready for the next tier, master that, and then we can make a weapon for level 51. We'll get quite a lot of XP hopefully out of this, and also the next tier, and then we can do some actual leveling and have the, you know, have those level 51 or whatever tools ready for when we get to that, because obviously we were quite low at level 32 with this. I need to get a woodman, whatever the wood thing is, forester, and then woodsman or whatever the other one is, to make a bow or get myself a better bow in some way, because I don't have a character for that. But yeah, we'll do all that behind the scenes anyway. So let's go quickly make some shavings. Okay then, so I just went and I still don't know how I keep clicking on this person. I don't know how these two people, I somehow keep clicking on them. Specifically that one, I think. Either way, I went and made all those shavings back into Ancient Iron, so yeah, that took a lot more iterations than I thought it would, but obviously that makes a lot of sense because it was 49 and then it halves that back, so yeah. Hopefully though, considering I need 113 iterations to go through the next level to Supreme, I need to obviously use 2 of these. Actually, no, I just realized I have to use 2 of those, but I get 2 from each craft, so I'm going to have to get, 226, I think would be the plan, and then, yeah, take 226, and then put those all into shavings, and then put all the shavings back in. That should, in theory, just give me back 113, unless we get to mastery slightly, and then get the 25% chance of critting, so we should at least have 113 at the end of it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I have that much, either that or I will just get all the Khazard copper I've got and get an equivalent amount of Khazard tin, put it into that, maybe crit it as well, that'll be good, and yeah, I'll send that over. So let me do that quickly on the other character, and I'll send it over to here quickly, and we can get on with that. Hopefully craft us some good stuff. I need to make sure I also get some... See, these are level 51 weapons, which is pretty good, so I need to make the sword, which means I'm also going to have to get the hard whetstone, which should give us another, I think... I don't know how many percent that is, but we'll find out when we get there. But yeah, I'll go do that quickly. Right then, so I just sent myself over all of the Khazard bronze ingots. I have 484 of those in total, which means in total we can do 242 iterations of this. Now, I was reading back through the thing, and it says a total of 113 iterations of processing Khazard bronze ingots, 2 bronze shavings. So I'm actually going to start off with only doing 113 and see how it goes. Which might mean we just get a ton of Khazard bronze just spare, but I guess that means we don't have to worry too much then, hopefully, about you know, the hard whetstone and stuff and critting it. We can just sort of be like, we have the materials to waste, let's just do that. But yeah, I'm going to do 113 of these, make those, make them back, and hopefully that makes us be mastery with it. Worst case scenario, we just have to do it, you know, another 113 and back, which we have enough for, obviously, and hopefully everything sort of works when we get that done. So I'll see you after I've done these and then made them back. Right, there we are then. We have just gotten Supreme Master Weaponsmith, and And also, yeah, we got the Supreme Weaponsmith as well, which means we are also now able to actually craft 133 of these things. Let's actually have a look at quickly how much in comparison it is. So it's not a massive amount, though that is looking at the more higher level one. If we look at the refined Dwarfcraft sword that we previously made, compared to the sharpened sword, words. It's actually pretty damn good. So we go from 38 to 57 and 63 to 95. So that's an extra, 32 extra maximum damage, and go from 26.6 DPS to 40.1. So that's also pretty good. We also get some might, which means we lose a bit of vitality slightly and some agility, but we get some. We do get quite a good amount of morale and power, and also some in-combat power regen as well, which is also pretty good. So, yeah, I'm going to go and find some hard and whetstones, which means I'm probably going to have to go to a skirmish camp, unless I have some in my vault. Let's have a look. Nope, it doesn't look like I do. So let's go quickly get like 5 or 10 of these things, possibly, from the skirmish camp. Actually, I might also go in my other account and see if I have any in my vault. And I'll send those over if I do, or get some if I do. And yeah, we can have a, that's going to be 70% chance of critting this thing. And we only need 2, so yeah, going to be pretty good, I think. Okay, so I actually got myself 12 of these things. I actually bought 10, then realized I had an extra 2, so yeah, I just sent these over. And I guess, you know, if I'm ever going to use them, if I ever get like some extra level stuff for Supreme, before I get to like the Westfall level, then maybe we can use it on those if we need to. So yeah, hopefully at this point we will be able to make 2 critted ones. As I said, we got a 70% chance, so I'm really hoping it's just a case of critting 2 in a row. There's 1, not going to inscribe it with anything. And hopefully the second one is also critted. That would be very nice. It is indeed. Okay, that's awesome. That means we don't have to worry about too much. So I'm going to throw this stuff in me vault quickly. So let's just put those and those in. And what the hell is happening there? And now we actually are just going to have to do some leveling pretty much to level 51, which is 144k XP. So I'm just going to do some Tuckburrow runs, which shouldn't take too long. So I'll speed through those, and I'll see you when we get to level 51 and we can equip these, and then I'm going to end the episode and probably start on actually getting the armor sorted out that we need and making sure it's critted, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm going to do some Tuckburrow runs, and I'll see you in a second. All right, there we are then. We are now level 51 at the end of that whole thing. It took a lot longer than I expected because I'm so used to this on my main character who is now level 81 and you get like 36k from this. So going back to 8.5k is a bit of a weird kind of change. So I thought it was going to be a lot quicker than it was. But we actually got quite a few things. These we're starting to get these nice sealed runes and fused relics and stuff like that, which we can't unfortunately use for the moment, which kind of sucks because I feel like eventually these do stack, these don't. I think these only stack to like 5 though, so it's gonna maybe be a little while until we can actually get using those, which might suck, but because they might take up a lot of space. But we can actually switch these out now, which is good. I'll switch that out to my second one. So both of these now should be sharpened soul sword swords. And yeah, we can get, you know, some nice health stuff sorted out. We've got that obviously upgraded. I'll look into getting a new bow and obviously jewelry and also armor because again, this stuff is quite out of date and we kind of need to upgrade it. Worst case scenario, if we haven't got anything worth level 51, we'll just go with the Matham Hunter stuff because we've got that. But yeah, I'm going to go quickly sell this stuff. Let's go talk to this dude over here. Let's see how much we got. We can sell those and those. We will lock all of these, however, just so we can see. We have made well over a gold today, just from this. So 1 gold, well, do that. From just these skirmishes, it's 1 gold, 367 silver, and 25 copper, and that doesn't include, obviously, the loot we get at the end. For example, the last one we did was 78 silver. So let's sell those, be done with them, and yeah, that's going to be it for this episode then. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.